So welcome to Thursday, and it's a beautiful day again. I've finished work and I've come down to help me mate. So the little van has brought me on my travels closer to the sea than I normally am. And do you mind your edge being in? No? That's alright then. And we had a crank no start on this Nissan Navara. So the no start, well, it didn't even crank, did it? No, so no crank, no start, and there was no display on the dash for any of the gearbox stuff. It didn't tell you whether it was in park or neutral, and it kept blowing this fuse here. So we tested the loom, continuity tested it, and load tested it to see what was going on, and I confirmed that I suspected the loom was okay. So with the confirmation I thought the loom was okay, I went under the vehicle. And there's the valve chest there, and there's the solenoids. I'll just crawl on the other side to show you. Right, so here's the gearbox, and we can see the gearbox here with a few wires poking out of it, and all the different passages going to add pressure to the different clutches inside the gearbox. And above the selector shaft in the right hand corner is where the wiring comes in. So I tested it from the fuse box to there and figured out that it was carrying load and it was continuity okay and it wasn't short to earth. So why is it blowing the fuse? So I had to remove the valve chest itself with all its solenoids and gizmo bobbitry and get it out, because the actual gearbox control module is on top of the valve chest where you can't get to it. So we dropped the sump off to get there. And if we walk around this side, you can see all my tools here, and we're trying to use some black plastic to save the floor a bit. But once you get the valve chest out, you got to pull out all the solenoids and bits and bobs. And we did have one fatality because they're very tight to get out and a right pain in the arse. So that one decided it didn't want to be with us anymore. But we got the rest of them out, and here is the gearbox control module. So that's the main wire in there, and then it's got a bypass that runs into here, which tells it what gear it's in and what position. These plugs along the back side are what they plug into, but if we flip it over, we've got power and ground coming in, I believe, on the yellow and black wires, and we can see that it's melted, and that is where our total short to ground is on the shiny bits. It's melted, so yeah. Do they look like ballast